Okay, before you burn me alive, yes, the best gaming monitor available on the market under 42 inches right now is in fact an ultrawide, but it actually has nothing to do with it being an ultrawide. It's great because it's OLED, I don't have to squint to see it, nobody took a belt sander to it, and it has a good refresh rate of 175 Hertz. And if you're a monster that looks at monitors all day like me, you probably know I'm talking about the Alienware AW3423DW OLED, but I digress. What we're really here to talk about is the fact that, well, ultrawide still kind of blows cheeks. Before you pull out the pitchforks, let me explain myself. I actually do like ultrawide in terms of it looks very immersive and it's a bit closer to how our vision actually is, but just like that one neighbor's kid, it has some serious issues, so unfortunately we're gonna have to put it down, and here they are. 1. Ultrawide is not good for doing work. I know, it sounds insane, but trust me, when you're trying to record your screen or even use certain programs, it can be an absolute mess, and for me, it's actually nearly unusable. Despite how cool ultrawide is and that it allows you to fit more stuff on screen, it doesn't always work how you'd want, and when every application has been designed for 16:9, trust me, you're absolutely going to run into some issues. It just depends on what you do for whether or not it's gonna be a deal breaker. 2, not many games actually support ultrawide. I hear people say all the time that nearly all games support ultrawide now, but that's misleading at best, because sure, they'll run on an ultrawide and not have black bars, but that doesn't mean it'll look any good. In my experience, the majority of games today still don't properly support ultrawide, and when you look towards the edges of your screen, you'll see some really nasty stretching that's not only distracting but also makes you a lot worse at the game, and the only way to reduce it is to turn your FOV way down, and even then it doesn't always solve the issue. 3, ultrawide is bad for competitive gaming. Yes, you can definitely get used to playing on it and do very well on an ultrawide, but like going into work with just a thong, it can be uncomfortable and everybody can see your hairy cheeks. I mean, there's a reason why you don't see a single professional gamer, at least I haven't, using an ultrawide monitor, and I think it mainly has to do with a lack of proper support as well as the extra distraction from such a wide FOV. Plus you throw in there that, at least in my experience, it seems like your cursor's like smaller on the actual screen versus what it is on a 16:9. And yes, it can be a lot harder to actually play the game properly. So is ultrawide cool? Yes, absolutely. And it's great for a lot of single player games, but the reality is it's not the standard, and that's gonna cause a lot of little issues because developers can barely be bothered to ship a working game, let alone optimize it for a niche resolution these days. So when I see ultrawide monitors, I always think, did I leave the laundry in the washer overnight again? And who's ultra and why is he so wide? But in the case of some gems, like the AW3423DW, it could be worth sticking your nuts in the mousetrap to get that sweet, sweet block of cheese. Whether you're looking to connect a new console, gaming PC, or just need a fast and reliable HDMI cable to connect over long distances, Rupro has you covered with their Rupro 8K HDMI 2.1 fiber optic cable, available in sizes ranging from 3 to 165 feet, and can deliver a perfect full 48 gigabits per second connection over distances other cables could only dream of reaching. And with 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth, it can easily drive 8K at 60 FPS or 4K at 120 FPS HDR10 video through its ultra-thin, flexible, and durable housing, and it even supports eARC. So if you're in the market for a cable that can drive a beautiful new TV or monitor, be sure to check out Rupro on Amazon today.